Run like a girl. Today on AM Northwest, learn how tapping into your inner athlete can help you overcome life's obstacles. Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's a great way for women to build confidence, strength, and prepare for life's many challenges. Here to share how sports has the power to help us overcome obstacles, we welcome the author of Run Like a Girl, 365 Days a Year, Mina Samuels. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
So tell me how you came up with the idea for the book in the first place.
Well, I wrote a first book, Run Like a Girl, How Strong Women Make Happy Lives. And that one, I was having lunch with a friend and we were brainstorming what the next books were that we wanted to write. I had written a novel that had been published by a tiny publisher and read by my family. And I thought, you know, I should...
Well, that's nice your family bought the book.
Yes, it's true. Yeah. It's true. Whether they read it or not is a question. Yeah. But, so she said, well, what do you feel passionate about? What is the thing that really gets you up in the morning? And it literally 5 seconds for me to think, well, it's this connection between sports and the way I feel that it empowers me and the way I can observe with all of my women friends who also do sports that it empowers them, the transformative impact it has in their lives.
Yeah.
For me personally, I had a very particular transformative experience with sports, but on a day-to-day basis, I feel like the way that it enables women to feel their physical power manifesting into the rest of their lives.
And it can be any activity. I don't want people to feel like if they're not into sports, they can't do it, but it can be any activity.
Absolutely, right. Absolutely. What I sort of advocate for strongly is that we all move a little.
Right.
And then we get in touch with how our body feels. And I would say for women, because someone said to me the other day, they said, well, you don't sweat, you just glow, right? And I want to say no. I sweat.
Yeah,
I want to sweat.
I want to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I want to clear things through the system.
What changes do you think happens to our mind when we actually sweat and take part in fun physical activity?
I feel like we get more in touch with our whole self, which is what is important, because we're starting to feel, we like to think that there's a separation between our body and our mind.
Right.
And there isn't.
Point.
They're one thing. They're one organism working together. And the more in touch we are with our physical self and how we feel in certain situations, and also literally just in touch with our strength,
right,
that we can take that out when we engage with the rest of the world.
Does it matter our body shape?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's how we feel inside our body that's important. And I can't stress that enough for women. We get so much societal pressure to look one way, and that's impossible,
right,
because we're all different individuals and we all have different lives and we come from different places. We shouldn't look the same. That would be so boring.
It would.
To start.
I think of the musician Lizzo. I don't know if you know who she is.
Yes.
She's so physical and her dancing is so incredible, and she gets everybody up and moving, and she's a large woman.
Yeah.
Which is very, I think, empowering for all of us who watch her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any size you are still able to move and be active, right,
and enjoy it.
And enjoy it.
You talk to, in your book, appreciate what you will miss.
Yes, absolutely.
So give me more detail on that.
Well, because, you know, all of the strength and power that we have when we're young is going to ultimately be taken away from us. I know that that may sound a little esoteric and Buddhist, but it's also just true. The aging process happens. So we don't want to regret what we thought we could put off till tomorrow to do. And sometimes when I'm not living in the moment, I will be out for a run and I'll think, oh gee, I wonder how many more years I'm going to be able to do this, because it's not going to be forever. I profoundly hope that I am going to outlive my ability to go for a 10-mile run.
Right.
And so I need to enjoy it right then, in that moment.
Well, I think of the people who, our age, who can't walk, and they would give anything to be able to have the legs to walk. So, and that's a motivator. It's like if you could easily be in that person's spot, but you have the ability to move, so use what you have, right?
Yes, exactly.
You also say strive for excellence.
So that's the athlete in the title of the book. In the subtitle of the book, I had a bit of an argument with my publisher because at first I thought that's going to turn people off, that word, because it sounds a little like the Olympics.
But you're not asking for perfection.
No, I actually think perfection is just a myth.
Right.
It's subjective to begin with.
Sure.
What is it? And excellence is when we are trying to do our best. And I think all of us want to do our best. I think sometimes we have a lot of fear around that because when we really go for it, when we really try, we're often going to fall down and we're often going to fail, and so to pursue excellence, we also have to be vulnerable.
Right, that makes sense. And you say, why compare yourself, which I think a lot of women do.
Well, the media would love for us, the sort of, this is the one way we should look,
Right.
This is the one way we should be, this is the one way our hair should be, which mine isn't.
You have great hair, I love
Thank
it.
you, thank you, but it's not, I can't tell you, anytime I go to have it cut, they'll like, you want us to straighten that for you?
Oh.
You don't really want those curls, do you? So I just, when we compare, we just despair. And when we compare ourselves unfavorably to
Right.
someone else, that works against us. Then we just think, oh, well, if I can't do exactly what they do, then what's the point? But when we compare ourselves favorably to someone else, that also isn't a positive thing
No,
for
it's
our
not.
psyche. For our psyche,
No,
because
that puts somebody else down.
it puts someone else down.
Right.
And also, whatever it is that we just did, that's going to be taken away too.
Right.
We're not always going to be able to do that. So then, if that isn't accessible to us, we'll start to judge ourselves again.
Right.
So, and comparing is all about judgment. And judgment is something that's going to be very hard on us in the end, and probably harder on us than on other people.
The last thing, running like a girl is, and I want you to fill in the blank. Running like a girl is?
Running like a girl is approaching life with curiosity, with a light spirit, with that kind of let's go energy that you have when you're a child.
I love that. The book again is Run Like a Girl, 365 days a year. Mina Samuels, thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.